We hear the holiday music, and it's the most wonderful time of the year, but sometimes for some of us, it's not always that happy and pleasant. And joining us today to talk about grief and getting through the holidays with that, we've got Herb Wilker, and he's with Mercy Health St. Rita. He's a chaplain, and he works with hospice patients and much more. So thanks for coming today.
It's good to be here with you again, Holly.
Sometimes the holidays can be a struggle for people, no matter how long.
Yes, exactly. To ignore the fact that the holidays are here, especially if you go to the stores and there's already holiday music playing at Halloween time, or even before Thanksgiving.
Right.
It's really hard to think that you're going to get through the season without acknowledging it at all. So helpful hints and maybe taking some proaction can help people prepare for the holidays as best as they can.
Right. So you kind of have to prepare yourself for the grief and move through it?
Yes, exactly. And a lot of times, unfortunately, people maybe will wait on us to acknowledge our loved ones, the ones who have passed, and maybe once, we bring their name up, in conversation, and it doesn't necessarily need to be something monumental or something big, but just in casual conversation can sometimes break the ice, and it allows people to feel more comfortable, have conversation in a normal respect for our loved ones that have passed, yes. And traditions are important through the holidays. We have certain things that we want to continue to do through the years. Maybe sometimes the traditions may not be the best thing. Maybe it's important to maybe change the traditions up a little bit, start something new. And that can be a variety of different things. If you want to do something in memory of your loved ones, maybe instead of giving gifts is maybe put a donation towards a charitable organization or an agency. If you have a loved one living in a nursing home or an assisted living, take time to visit with them. But even not so much during the holidays, but do that year round. There's such a gift in being able to spend that time with people that may not get visitors, and you can maybe do those things in memory of our loved ones as well.
Right, yeah. And when you do have to go to an event, kind of prepare yourself, right? And know what might happen.
Exactly. And I've learned this through the years in offering grief support groups, where people will have offered suggestions, sage advice. Maybe arrive early to the party and get yourself situated so that as people come in, you're already grounded, you're already there. If your preference would be is to arrive late, then arrive late, and maybe lessen the awkwardness per se while you're there at the party. And another advice somebody had gave me one time is, when you park at the, when you arrive at the party, either go with someone, or even maybe more importantly is park at the end of the driveway. So that during the holidays party, if things get to be too much for you, you can make a very seamless exit. Nobody needs to know that you've left necessarily. They will eventually, but by that time you'll be gone.
Exactly.
Without creating a lot of focus on yourself.
And be good to yourself during these times too, because there's lots of sweets, and you stay up, but sometimes you need to go to sleep, skip some of this stuff, right?
Yes. One of the favorite experiences that I had was listening to a radio program, and the one hospital staff person said, it's not fair to us if we try to think that we're going to refuse all sweets and even alcohol or drinks or whatever. What she stressed was moderation. Moderation. If you're going to have the sweets, if you're going to fill your plate full of food, do it in moderation. If you're going to have drinks, which can be a depressant, which can contribute to sadness in the holiday season, do it with moderation.
Right, yeah, exactly. It can be tough, but we know that people get through, right?
Yes. And if you need any additional support, you're welcome to give us a call at St. Rita's. We'd be glad to help you through this. We can be a listening ear, a shoulder to lean on. And one other experience I had one time with a family member is she didn't want to put up a Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah.
During the holiday season. And what she ended up doing is she put up a family tree. The Christmas tree with all ornaments that were of her family. And how special that was for her, that, it changed for her. The tradition changed because her husband was no longer there, but then she made a new tradition by doing something like that. So,
yep, I get that. All right, thanks for coming today.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, don't go away. New Tradition continues in a moment.